Greetings, Voyagers. Today is a very special day. Today is our first VANniversary. Hooray! 1 year in the van. So I thought it was time to reflect over the past year and to look ahead, plan ahead. So the van got us out of the ghetto. It was a dangerous place. We were lucky to make it out alive. But more than that, it wasn't just the vehicle that transported us from a living nightmare from hell in the ghetto. It was also liberation of another sort. No landlord, no rent, no neighbors. We are no longer under the thumb of landlords or bankers. Paid cash for this van, even though it's a rusty old bucket of bolts. It's kept us alive. It's dry, it's warm, it's safe, it's comfortable, and it kept us alive all year. And I'm very thankful for that. So I didn't have a lot of repair work on this van. $552 to put in a new set of brakes. Other than that, I didn't have any mechanical issues with the van at all. The engine runs great. Transmission too. The electrical system, well, I didn't destroy my house battery, my auxiliary battery, but I got sick and I got some kind of flu, and I was laid up in bed in my daughter's house for a couple of days. And I didn't know it, but I had left the roof vent fan on for 2 days, and it drained the battery. That's not a good thing to do to a lead acid battery. That episode alone reduced its ability to hold a charge, and now a year later, it's losing more ability to hold its charge. But it's still going. I have to run the engine in the van about 10 minutes to recharge the battery when it gets down to about 50%. So here we are. We're parked on the street. Now the van, after a year, it failed its inspection. And I can't get it fixed because it's body work and it would be much too expensive. The van isn't worth putting that much money into it. So I embarked on a mission to find another van, which I did. But it has its problems now too. It definitely needs a tune-up, and who knows what else beyond that. I think a tune-up will definitely make that engine run about 800% better, but it might need more engine work after that. I just don't know yet. It also has a leak on one of the windows, one of the big windows, and I went over it with Flex Seal to seal the crack around the windows, around that window, and I squeezed it in there, got it in there pretty good, but it's not working. It's not sealing the window. It's still leaking. So I have a van that I can live in, but I can't drive because it has a rejection sticker on it. I have a van that's street legal. It's got a valid inspection sticker on it. But I can't drive it either because the engine's running so rough, and I can't fix it right now because it's going to take about $1,000 just to get the engine running. And that's going to have to wait a few weeks. Or maybe a couple more weeks. And I think I have to get that window replaced first. They have to take the glass off if they're going to try to fix that window. And because it's been bonded onto the butyl gasket in there for so long, 11 years, I'm being told now that if they try to take that window off, trying to peel it away from the butyl, could cause it to break. It's very likely it would break. So I can't really just replace the seal. The glass will likely break, so I have to replace the whole window. I got a quote from Auto Glass for $453. I guess that's not bad, but that would be replacing the glass. I don't know if I want to do that. I can get a metal insert. It's an aluminum plate that fits exactly. It's made exactly to fit those window frames. I can order it online for $195, and I can probably get my friend's mechanic to put it in for, I don't think there could be more than an hour's worth of labor. So I might be able to get away for like a few $100 and replace that window with an aluminum panel. I need the glass, I don't need the light on that wall, so it's okay to replace that. So that's probably what I'm going to do. As for looking ahead, well, there's still a lot of work to do on the new van. I got a lot of holes in the floor to patch. I got a lot of rust I need to remove and rust proof. And I still have a floor to put in. I can't put the floor in until I get that leak fixed, that window leak fixed. I did fix the leak and the stop lights in the back that are up on top, on the high top. I fixed those because there was some water leaking in down around the back door there, and it was coming from up above. So I knew the only openings in the rear of that thing were the stop lights and that middle light. So I went around every one of those with some of that Flex Seal, and I'm pretty sure it stopped the leak. I didn't see any water in the back this morning, and it rained a lot this morning. So I think I fixed that leak. Future plans. Well, I'm not going to be going anywhere, unfortunately. My goal was to find another van. When I moved into our current van, the old one, because we weren't paying any rent, I had expected to have enough money saved within 6 months to buy another van, a better van. Well, that didn't happen. Family situations, my daughter hit a rough patch financially. I had to help her out. And I got my friend John out in Denver who's hit a couple of rough patches himself. So I've been helping people out with some money. So I've gone through maybe a little over $2,500 that way. And that's okay. It's family and friends. I certainly would be appreciative if someone helped me out if I was in a real pinch. But it set my timetable back. I hadn't planned on being in this original van for more than 6 months, and here it is a year, and I still can't move into the new van. So it may be another month or so before I can actually finish it and get moved into it. But I won't have enough money to take a road trip. My goal was to spend this winter in Arizona. And there's no way I'm ever going to take a cross-country trip in a van or in any vehicle unless I have at least $3,000 to $5,000 saved up for an emergency. Something serious could happen out on the road. If I had to replace a transmission, or if there was a catastrophic failure with the engine, like blew a head gasket or blew a piston or something like that, crankshaft, that could probably cost $2,000 or $3,000 just for that. And then there might be additional costs like staying in a motel, cab fare, or whatever. So I'm not going to have that kind of money saved up by the time the snow flies. Maybe by the spring. Maybe we'll be able to take a little trip in the spring. That would be nice. That sure would be nice. It's not that I don't like being here in Salem. I love living here in Salem, but I've been stuck here on the North Shore now for years. I haven't gone anywhere or done anything in years. I haven't even been able to get up to my little place in Maine more than once or twice a year. And that's just for a day or two. So, I'm not going to be doing any traveling. I'm not nomadic yet, but I am a voyager, a mind traveler, a seeker of beauty and truth in all things from the mundane to the sublime. So the voyage continues. And we'll see what happens. We'll probably be taking a road trip in the spring. And that would be nice. That sure would be nice. In the meantime, I'm quite busy here with family and working on the van and everything else. I'm getting my hip replaced in about 30 days. And that's going to be a turning point. Right now the arthritis in my hip is so painful I can't walk very far. It's definitely limiting my mobility and my activities. That's going to be a relief to be able to walk without pain again. So that's about it. That's it from here. That's a little look back over the year. A look ahead. I'm still in the spirit of liberation. It's wonderful to not have to worry too much about money or a place to live. And it's really liberating. When you can minimize your life, you find out that you don't really need a whole lot to be happy, to be safe, and to be secure. Sure, it might be nice to have a big house with furniture and a lot of things, but you know, the other night it was stormy. It was very windy and rainy and cold, and I was in my van all tucked in nice and warm and dry and safe while the storm was howling, raging just outside my window, just inches away. And that's a feeling of security and comfort that's hard to find. So there it is. Look back, a look ahead. That's a wrap for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.